In this video, we will show how to replace the charging port in the SP-401S lamp. This procedure must be performed carefully to ensure correct installation and full weather protection. To perform this procedure correctly, you will need a few required tools: multi-bit screwdriver, hex key 2.5 mm, PZ 1 bit, socket wrench 7 mm, hex bit 4 mm. Always tighten the screws to the specified torque values. All torque values can be found in the maintenance manual. To remove the lighting unit from the permanent mount, use a 4 mm hex key to unscrew the 4M 5x10 screws under the mounting plate. Lift the lighting unit from the mounting plate. Remove the lighting unit from portable mount. Start by releasing the safety latches. Gently remove the lighting unit, being careful not to bend the rear latches. Remove the antenna before unscrewing the housing. Next, using a power drill or a multi-bit screwdriver equipped with an H4 bit, remove the 8M 5x20 screw securing the SP-401S lamp housing. Remove the screws, then carefully lift the top cover and place it beside the bottom housing, keeping in mind that the wires are still connected and must not be pulled apart. Disconnect the yellow fuse cable to isolate the battery circuit and ensure safe operation. In the upper section of the housing, remove the masking plate that covers access to the PCB. Remove the 4M 3x6 screws using a multi-bit screwdriver with a PZ 1 bit and take out the masking plate. After unscrewing the screws, remove the masking plate from the housing. Disconnect the charging port connector from the PCB. Hold the bolt head from the outside of the lamp housing using a hex key, and use a socket wrench on the nut from the inside of the housing to loosen it. Remove the nut and pull the bolt out of the housing. Repeat the same step for the second screw. Remove the nut and pull the bolt out of the housing. Remove the old charging port carefully. Before starting the replacement procedure, prepare a new charging port supplied as an original S4GA spare part. Check that the new charging port includes a sealing gasket. Place the charging port in its designated position on the housing. Insert the bolt into the mounting opening. Secure the bolt with the nut. Hold the bolt head from the outside of the lamp housing using a hex key. Tighten the nut from the inside of the housing using a 7 mm socket wrench. Repeat the same step for the second screw. Insert the bolt into the mounting opening. Hold the bolt head from the outside of the lamp housing using a hex key. Secure the bolt with the nut. Tighten the nut from the inside of the housing using a 7 mm socket wrench. There are two 4-pin connectors available, and the cable can be connected to either of them. Connect the charging port to the PCB using the designated connector pins. After completing the operation, screw the masking plate back in place. Run the power cables through the hole on the left side of the masking plate, then screw it in, tightening the screws opposite each other. Connect the yellow wires from the top and bottom parts of the housing. After each opening of the SP-401S lamp housing, replace the gasket located between the upper and lower parts of the housing. The gasket may be removed by carefully passing it over either the upper or lower part of the housing. Subsequently, install a new gasket by sliding it over the housing from either the top or the bottom section of the unit. Next, close the lamp. This can be performed using one of two methods. By positioning the gasket on the lower section of the housing and placing the upper section on top of it. Position the upper housing section so that the power supply connector is located on the opposite side of the battery connectors. The second method involves inserting the gasket into the groove of the upper housing section, and gently positioning the lower housing section against it. Next, insert 8 M5 by 20 screws through the upper housing section, then secure them from underneath using M5 nuts. Use a multi-bit screwdriver equipped with an H4 bit to tighten the screws. Tighten the screws in an opposite sequence to ensure proper and even compression of the gasket. If the gasket shifts out of position during assembly and becomes pinched while tightening the housing, a characteristic bulge may appear, and the lamp may lose its watertight integrity. In this case, open the housing, properly adjust the gasket, and tighten the housing again. After properly securing the housing, locate the antenna socket on the upper section of the lamp and ensure that the gasket is installed. Then install the antenna by screwing it into the antenna socket. Place the lamp on the base and screw it in from underneath, tightening the screws opposite each other. Use 4 M5 by 10 screws for the installation. Use a 4mm hex key and tighten the screws to keep the lamp steady and secure. Before inserting the lamp, unlock and open the safety latches. Carefully insert the lamp so that the rear part hooks onto the latches holding the lamp in place. Then, close the front safety latches to lock the lamp securely in place. After reassembly, check the charging port to confirm that it is properly seated and sealed. Verify that the charging connector fits correctly and that no gaps are visible around the gasket. For more information about replacing the charging port, please refer to the SP-401S maintenance manual.